One. I'm just gonna apologize in advance. I don't sound the greatest. I'm coming off of either a sinus cold or an extreme allergy reaction. But I just wanted to talk about what's been going on lately. Um, Starting out with Dokkan. Right now, they've kind of put themselves in a serious pickle. Because if you've kept up with this new Super Dragon Ball Heroes banner and campaign, this is, while it's awesome that they are planning on easy-aing some of the characters, I think that's going to be very high value. However, the actual banner is extremely mid. Because while God Trunks is really cool looking, his animation isn't the greatest, and he's pretty much only really useful when you run him on a crossover team. Because I'm not going to be bringing up the actual description and all that, but the part of his passive is he gets 30% attack and defense per crossover ally on the rotation. Or I think it's on the team. Regardless, that heavily restricts him only to the crossover category. Which, there are plenty of good crossover units that'll be used on other teams that will still usually only be maybe 30 to 60% of a buff, which really lowers his value. And other than him, Meki Cabra, he looks like he's going to be decent, especially if you give him 2 AGL key orbs. I think he's going to have decent defense and attack stats. But, I mean, Pan, her attack animation is garbage. And honestly, I didn't even really bother looking at her passive because I'm not a huge fan of Pan units. I've never really found her to be that interesting of a character in any Dragon Ball stuff. I mean, hopefully in the new Dragon Ball Superhero movie, she's actually going to have some decent screen time and maybe some decent character development. But otherwise, she's just been kind of a filler character, just off to the side that randomly appears. And then in GT, she was kind of just a nuisance and a side character that just tags along and is annoying. And then the bigger issue with Dokkan right now is the glitch. Now, everyone's been talking like crazy. Everyone's been freaking out. I know I have. About whether there are going to be bans. The future of Dokkan. Whether people are even going to come back. Which, I personally, if they do, for some reason, decide to actually go ahead with the bans. We'll pull it up here. As you can see, they released this morning, they finished up the maintenance, which I figured it was going to be a little longer than it was, like, because they normally extend them. But it didn't seem to be too bad. They fixed the glitch, but they did it in a really stupid way. Let's see if I can find it. As you can see, they're still talking about possibly banning users for exploiting, but there's still been no talk from the JP side about bans, and if the Japanese players aren't getting banned, we most likely won't either. And they got it way ahead of us. So I think we're safe. Not 100% certain. But I think it would be a massive blunder on Dokkan's part to actually start banning players. Because I know there are plenty of people, such as myself, that are pay-to-play players. And that would, even though we're not on the same level as the whales, like the Truth or Nanogenics, we're still putting in a decent amount into their pockets. And if they were to lose that would still kill them in the App Store. I know there'll be players like me who've been playing for 5+ years. That'll be all that work for grinding and playing the game just down the toilet. Which would be really bad for their player care, I guess you could say. And just overall, I mean, come on guys, like, yeah, it's in the terms of service, but people have been exploiting games for years. Ever since video games became popular, there's always been cheat codes. I don't see why it's got to be such a big freaking deal. Yeah, it is sort of unfair to other players that tried beating the Battle of God events and couldn't make it, or punching bag events. Hell, I myself, before the glitch, I thought the God event was still an extremely unfair event because I was still getting destroyed, even with a really good account. And maybe it was just bad team building, but it was just ridiculously hard, and I really did not plan on even touching it after getting slapped around by Hellas a bunch. But because of the glitch, I was like, you know what? Let's just knock this out, get it out of the way, don't have to worry about it ever again. And I'm sure there were a lot of free-to-play players, too, that were able to beat events that they'd have no chance at beating because they weren't able to do summons for characters. And while they have done quite a few powerful free-to-play EZAs, there's still not very many units that are free-to-play that are actually useful for these extremely difficult events. Where did the explanation go? Responses. Sorry about that. I'm still just trying to figure this. Well, anyways, I don't remember where they put the description of what they did to fix it, but it was a stupid idea. What they did was, now with their current patch, if you click out of your game, it will suspend it. Like, it'll suspend the battle, but you won't be able to resume. So they've pretty much made the game now that you have to stay in the battle until completion, or else you're going to lose your progress. Which I think is absolutely asinine. I don't know why they decided to do this as their idea for fixing this glitch. But now this has made the game a little bit more unplayable. Because one of the things that has always been nice about Dokkan is, under most conditions, it's a very casually playable game. Like, you can start a battle, progress through it, and then if you have to go do something, you can pause it mid-battle by just clicking out of the app, and then you can resume later on once you're free. And now their fix has made that not possible. You'll lose your progress. Which, again, that's another huge shaft for the not just global players, but for everyone. They've not only threatened us with bans, but they've now made the game even less easy to play. Now, on another note, Legends has made a huge comeback because of their current banner. This is probably one of the best banners. Well, actually, this dual banner is one of the best ones they've ever had. It's not only got step up, but as you can see, it's got 30% rates, and you get triple Z power. So, I mean, I've already seen people on Instagram that have, like, for example, the new Broly. They've already got him full red star, 14 star. And it's also just extremely cool that they added in the Final Flash / Kamehameha moment from the Broly movie, and added in the tag switch mechanic. It's really adding to the diversity of the game. Unfortunately, it's going to be probably hectic in PvP, but PvP is always like that. I will say the Trunks banner isn't quite as good. The Goku Black Assist unit looks pretty cool, but I don't think that Trunks is all that impressive. I haven't read into his actual kit set, but I mean, his animation, it's accurate, but I still don't think it's quite as much of a cool moment as from the Broly movie with Goku and Vegeta, because that was the big moment right before they instant transmit away to go fuse, and where they finally made Gogeta canon to the Dragon Ball universe. Whether or not you count the movies, there's always huge battles over that, and I think it all doesn't matter. Now, there's also this this Legends Festival side banner, and I think this is also a huge win, because this will get players a lot of easy sparkings. And from the looks of it, it's a very stacked banner. So, I think I'm well, as you can see, I've loaded up on Chrono Crystals. I hate to say it, but I am going to be skipping the Heroes banner. At least as far as like buying up all the stone sales. I might go for the 100 stone packs. That'll get you the special Heroes stone. But I really do not believe the current banner is valuable enough to summon on. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about right now. If anyone has anything to add, anything they want to talk about, feel free to hit me up on Instagram or Twitter, or even put in the comments what you want to say. I'm going to be shortly throwing up another video for summoning on these banners. I know for sure I'm probably going to do one or two on this one, and then I'm probably going to focus mainly on this banner. I know for sure probably might do at least 2 rotations on this Trunks banner. But I think as far as value and just the hype, I think the Goku and Vegeta banner is way better. Catch you in the next video. See you later.